characters, incidents, names, and situations used in this story are fictitious. The resemblance to any person living or dead is purely coincidental. The following video contains some horror elements and suitable for a mature audience, 16 plus. This channel and video is not for kids.
Hello friends, I am Aryan and welcome to our channel Midnight Horror Stories, where you get to hear true and scary ghost stories. In our channel, you will get to hear true and scary stories every Tuesday and Saturday. But before starting the story, all the friends who have come to this channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like the story, then definitely introduce yourself in the comment section. Then, let's do not take much time and start our story quickly.
Guys, I have a very old friend. He only studied with me in school and I don't remember the 7th or 8th grade very well. But that's when we became friends. And a year later, he went to study in another place. But when I spoke to him recently in the winter season, he told me that he works in the mortuary department of a hospital. Yes, this is the department where the corpses are kept. Their post-mortem is also done and my friend also does the post-mortem of the corpses. This task must have been really difficult because it is really very difficult to cut a person who has no movement in his body at all, to tear them, to remove their internal organs and examine them. Not everyone can do this job. The more difficult this task, the more important it is. Even a small mistake can become a big one. Therefore, to do this work, a lot of courage and mind needs to be kept organized in one place. But what if a dead body stands up while doing a post-mortem? So friends, this story is of my friend Karan. I don't know what made him think of doing this in this profession, and he was a pathologist who did a post-mortem. So one day he came across the body of a young girl. It was daytime and he was about to do her post-mortem when suddenly his senior came to him and said that this girl is Kajal. By now you will know what has happened to it by looking at its condition. Hearing this, Karan said, "Yes sir, seeing his body at first sight I understood that he has been brutalized. I was going to do a post-mortem." Hearing this, his senior said, "You do the post-mortem of course, but you don't have to write all this in the post-mortem. Rather you have to write that there were multiple fractures on his body due to the collision of a speeding car, due to which he bled and died." Karan was shocked to hear this because his job was to find out the exact cause of death by conducting a post-mortem of the corpses, so that the deceased can get justice from the law. But here his senior was talking to him to betray his duty, and so Karan said, "All this is wrong, sir. Our job is to give justice to the dead. If we betray our profession in this way, then how will it work?" Hearing this, his senior said, "Do you think I am happy by doing all this? Look, I don't want to do it all either. But what do I do? There is pressure from above. We've been told not to let anyone know the real cause of his death. If we don't do that, we may lose our job. And we won't get justice anyway, because it was a girl from a modest house. And the people who have done it all with it are probably from a big house. That's why they are putting so much pressure on us. Look, don't think too much about it. There is no one here who knows this except you and me. Go, do the work." After speaking, his senior left from there. At the same time, Karan was very angry with all this. When Karan joined this job, he thought that he would do his best so that these dead people could get justice. But today he was being asked to betray his duty. He came back to the room where he was conducting the post-mortem of the girl. He looked at the girl's face with bruises all over it. There were bite marks in many places on the body. Seeing his condition, it was clear how ruthlessly all this was done to him. His hands had not trembled till today, but today for the first time he was trembling to make a false report. He took a deep breath and then said softly, "Let these people do whatever they want to do with me, but I will not allow injustice to be done to this girl. I will make a proper report and give it forward. After that, if I have to fire them, then fire them. I'll make ends meet by doing a menial job, but I will not allow injustice to be done to it." Speaking of which, he picked up the tool to perform a post-mortem. But just as he was about to cut the girl in the chest with a knife, at the same time, the girl's body grabbed her hand. Seeing all this, Karan was very nervous because till date he did not believe in ghosts at all. But today was the first time such a terrible thing was happening to him. His heart had dried up with fear. At the same time, he opened his eyes and said, "Seeing my condition, you must have understood what has happened to me. But if you write this thing in the report, then you don't know what they will do with you, because they are so big people." Hearing this, Karan said, "But I can't let you live without justice. It's my job and I can't betray my job. Don't you want to get justice? Should your culprits be punished?" Hearing this, the girl said, "I want this too. But do you think that even if you make this report and give it, can I get justice? So will you leave them like that? If they are not stopped today, then who knows how many girls they will do all this with. So we have to do all this." Hearing all this, Kajal said, yes, but the police are not going to punish them in their own way. And by making the right report, things can also be done on you. So I want you to make a wrong report of me and I will take revenge for all those who have done this to me. All you have to do is keep my body here for a few days. And what excuse you will make for that, I don't know. Then Karan said, if you get justice by doing this and those monsters are punished, then I am ready to do it. Don't worry. I will tell them that I was doing the post-mortem of other bodies, therefore it will take time to do a post-mortem of your corpse. You can take your revenge from them. And after this, Karan started doing the post-mortem of another corpse present there. At the same time, the girl waited for the night to come. Late at night, the girl's body came out of the mortuary and walked towards the place where one of her culprits was. The girl's entire face had turned white, and she was standing on the side of the road waiting for someone.
Her hair was open and a part of her hair was on the front of her face, hiding part of her face. In the meantime, a car stopped there. 2 boys came out of the car. He was one of the 5 culprits of the girl. One of them was named Kamal and the other was Salim. One of the boys shouted, "Hey ma'am, where do you want to go? If you say so, we will leave you." Hearing this, Kajal turned her face upwards. Seeing him, the 2 boys got very nervous and ran fast and got into their car. At the same time, one of the boys, Salim, said, "Oh, we had killed him, so how did he come alive? Could it be a ghost?" Hearing this, Kamal said, "Oh, leave him. What does that mean to us? Quickly drive away from here." All that we drank went down. After this, they started the car and started trying to leave, but his car was not starting, and then the very next moment, the girl started coming to him from her place. Seeing all this, they became very nervous and they increased the speed of starting their car, but his car wouldn't start. The next moment, Madhu came very close to his car, so they thought it best to leave the car and run away from there. They got out of the car quickly through the other door, and now they were both running forward in that deserted road. During this time, both of them were screaming and pleading for help, but there was no one around to help them. During all this, a truck came out of them, and they stopped the truck with great difficulty. As soon as the truck stopped, the driver said, "Hey, you guys are going to be fond of dying. Why are you coming in front of my car? Get out of here." Hearing this, Salim nervously said, "Look, brother, a ghost is after us, so please help us. Get out of here. You give us a lift in your truck." Both of them had drunk so much, it was clearly visible from their eyes, and on deserted roads, such drunken people often stop unknown vehicles and rob them on the pretext of help. This happened to that driver once. Because of this, he said angrily, "I've been so badly caught up in trying to help someone like you before. They had stolen the whole 2 of my goods, and now you want me to get into that trouble again? Get out of the front of the car, or I'll blow you." After this, the trucker quickly left from there, and then Kamal said, "Hey man, what to do now? No one is in sight on this road, and death is coming towards us from behind us." Hearing this, Salim angrily said, "It's all your fault. Who said that you have to come out of the city and party, and see it now?" The 2 of them were talking to each other when suddenly one of them noticed the shadow of Mascara coming near them, and seeing this, both of them stopped arguing and started running away from there. Both of them started running away from there, and during all this, both of them collided with a car coming from the front. The next day, when both of them opened their eyes, they found themselves inside the hospital. When everyone asked them the reason for coming under the car in such a sudden way, they did not tell anyone anything, because these people were behind the death of the girl they were running away from. But they did tell this to some of their people and their colleagues. Hearing all this, one of his companions, Dinesh, spoke, "Oh, that girl is dead, and how can a dead girl come back?" Then Kamal said, "Oh, when did I say that the dead girl had come back? I think it was his soul. I don't see it all right. I think we should do something about this." Hearing this, Rahul said, "Stop talking nonsense. You were drunk last night, and because of this, you had such delusions. And don't even think about telling this to anyone outside. Otherwise, if the media comes to know, there will be a lot of ruckus." Beyond this, Kamal and Salim could not say much, but now he was afraid to be alone. They were both from big houses, so they were sleeping comfortably in their private rooms in that hospital, but still he was very scared. Late at night, when Kamal was sleeping, he suddenly woke up to the sound of the door of the room opening. When he opened his eyes, he saw a girl coming inside his room. Seeing him coming, Kamal said, "Who are you and what are you doing in my room?" But the girl didn't say anything. After some time, when the girl came in front of him from behind the curtain, Kamal was surprised because this girl was none other than Kajal. Seeing this, Kadam became very nervous and started screaming, but for some reason he couldn't scream. Kajal brought her face close to him and said, "Now you will feel the same way as I did, and after that, if you survive, then I will leave you." Hearing all this, Kadam was very nervous. The scene started dancing in front of his eyes when he had done that brutality with Kajal. His whole body was in a lot of pain, and he couldn't even scream. The hands and feet seemed to be frozen in place, and the body was aching as if someone was tearing it apart. After enduring so much pain, Kadam's body could not support him, and he died. And after this, Kajal came back to the post-mortem room. The next day, Karan was doing the post-mortem of another corpse in that post-mortem room. Meanwhile, Kajal was sitting on a chair and she was looking at me in surprise. After a while, she said, "Aren't you afraid of it? That is, to remove the organs of human corpses?" Hearing this, Karan said, "There's nothing to be afraid of. In fact, I'm happy that someone gets justice because of my work. I'm sorry, maybe I won't be able to get you justice." Hearing this, Kajal said, "The punishment I am giving those monsters, he probably would not even give them the law, so you are helping me a lot with this." And after this, Kajal told him how he had killed one of his culprits, Kamal. They were both talking about it when suddenly they heard a voice from outside. When Karan went out, he found that Kajal's family had come. During this time, his old father was trying hard to hold back his tears, but he was a complete failure in this. He looked at Karan with a hope and said, "Our daughter was the support of our poor parents, but look what happened to him. These people say that he had an accident, but I think a lot has gone wrong with him. I'm a father and I feel that way from the inside. If there is anything like that, let me know. I will kill those people." Hearing their words, Karan was very angry with Kajal's culprits, but Kajal was taking justice for herself, and so Karan said, "Look, don't worry, those people will be punished. I won't hide anything from you, but I haven't done your daughter's post-mortem yet. I will be able to do his post-mortem only after 2 days."
Then her father once pleaded with her to see his daughter's body, and Karan brought him inside. By now, Kajal was lying back on her stretcher. Seeing him, his father could not control himself and started crying bitterly. Karan somehow managed him and said, "Look, I know this is a very difficult time for every father, but take care of yourself. I will do a post-mortem and give it to you as soon as possible so that you can cremate it." And after that, he left from there. After they left, Kajal sat up and said, "Because of these people, I am seeing my father in this condition today. I will not leave these people." Karan didn't say anything beyond that because he really wanted those people to be punished. Karan now got back to his work, and after some time, Kajal got up from her place and said that Salim has come to his senses, and now I will go and put him to sleep forever again. After this, she quickly left from there and went straight to Salim's room. Salim was sitting comfortably and watching TV. At the same time, Kajal came to that room and Salim was very nervous to see her. He wanted to run away from there, but for some reason, he couldn't escape from there. The same thing was happening to him as it had happened to Kamal. Kamal had died at night, and at around 12 p.m., Kajal had also punished Salim, and now the bodies of both of them had also come to Karan. Karan started doing the post-mortem of the bodies of both of them in front of Kajal. After their post-mortem, Karan said that the bodies of these people have been completely damaged from inside. For this reason, they have died. You took revenge on 2 people. Now there are 3 people left. Take revenge on them quickly, and after that, you also get out of here, because there is pressure coming from me from above. I can't hold your autopsy for long." Hearing this, Kajal said, "Don't worry. Tonight is the last night for the 3 of them. I'll put all 3 of them to sleep like these 2. Both of them had died, due to which the other 3 of his companions, Pankaj, Dinesh, and Raju, were very upset, and that is why they talked to a tantric about it.
after knowing everything, the tantric did a small action and then said that you had killed an innocent girl, and because of that, the girl is taking revenge on you. He has killed 2 of your comrades, and the next one belongs to you. Hearing this, Raju was very nervous and said, Babaji, I am ready to give you whatever money you want, but please remove this problem from our heads. That night, we were drunk, and in this drunken state, we saw the girl standing alone, and we did it all to her. We didn't intend to kill her, but I don't know how she died in the middle of all this. Then Baba said, whatever the matter may be, you have committed a sin, and you are now getting the result of it. But you have come to my refuge, so I am willing to help you. It is impossible for a human being to win with such a soul, so I will do a sadhana and put those 2 dead friends of yours back in their bodies. This means that even if she can win over you ordinary humans, it will be impossible for her to win over spirits like herself. All 3 of them agreed to it, and then that Baba performed a sadhana on the same day. On the other hand, Kajal had come to know about it, and so she said to Karan, all 3 of them have come to know about me, and so they are trying to revive both of them from a Baba. If that happens, it will be very difficult. Hearing this, Karan looked at both of them and then thought for a while and said, look, I will stop them for a while, but I will not be able to do anything beyond that. You will have to take your revenge in the meantime, otherwise remember how dangerous people can be after death. Hearing this, Kajal said, you have done me a lot of favors, but doing all this can be dangerous for you. Here it is not an ordinary human being, but it will be the ghosts of the same monsters. Hearing this, Karan said, sister, I started this work so that I can give justice to people, but if I could not get justice for you in your case, then what is the use of me coming here? And if I can do anything to get you justice, I will do it. Today, I will stand as a wall between you and these people. I couldn't save you at that time, but now I will try not to let it come between you. If God wills, you will definitely succeed in your purpose. Kajal agreed to this, and then Karan also started preparing to stop these people. Karan had deliberately found out from Kajal that Kajal could not go near sacred things, so that doesn't even mean they couldn't go near the sacred things. And so, Karan put a lot of sacred things around the stretcher of these 2, and now they were imprisoned in that sacred thing. As night fell, Kajal set out from that place to take her revenge. On the other hand, after his departure, Karan made a bond with sacred things around there, so that if by chance those people cross that bond, then they will not be able to cross this bond. After Kajal's departure, the bodies of both of them also started moving, and as soon as they both got up, Kamal said, these people did not believe us, and now look, they called us to save their lives. Hearing this, Salim said, yes, you are right, but what to do now, whether we want to help them or not? Kamal said, whether we want to help them or not, we have to help them. We have to do it because they have called us to help us, and secondly, we have to settle our account with that girl. Now we are like him too, so now let's see who is running. Last time we had no intention of killing him, but this time I'm going to end it with a lot of agony.
And then they both started trying to get out of there, but because of the vicinity of sacred things, they were not able to go out of there. Seeing all this, Kandab angrily said, this is a circle made of sacred things. That girl can't keep it here. Surely someone is with that girl. Hearing this, Salim said, the one who works here will be the same. He must have known that we were back, and that is why he has done all this to stop us. What should we do now? Hearing this, Kamal angrily said, you have to get out of here somehow. Once we get out of here, after that, at number 1, let's see that man, and after that, the girl. On the other side, Kajal had now reached where the 3 of them were. The 3 of them stayed at one place to avoid Mascara. During this time, they also had guns in their hands, so that if Kajal attacked them, they could kill her. After a while, the lights went out. Seeing this, Raju panicked and said, hey, how did the light of this house go out all of a sudden? While there is also another option for power supply. Hearing this, Dinesh said, hey,
why worry? Maybe something is wrong downstairs. Let's go and see." Hearing this, Raju said, "Death is on the head like that. From the top, we will go to that room." "Of course not. I'll stay here with the door shut." Hearing this, Pankaj said, "Try to understand the matter. It's not good for all of us to be alone right now. If we all live together, at least the girl will think before attacking us. If he stays alone, the work will be easier for him." After this, Raju agreed to him, and then after that, these three came out of the room and came downstairs. These people were going down by lighting the flashlight of their phone in the dark, when suddenly the battery of their phone mysteriously disappeared, and one by one, the flashlight of these three phones was turned off. It was completely dark now. Seeing this, Raju nervously said, "See, all this has started. I'll go back to the room." Hearing this, Pankaj said, "We have come a long way from that room, so let's just go downstairs, so at least if we have to run away, we will be able to run straight away." The others also got it right, and after that, they started coming down those stairs in all darkness. It was so dark that nothing was visible, and so they were going down the railing of the stairs. But during this time, someone grabbed the leg of Dinesh, who was at the forefront of them, and pulled him downwards. The two men behind him each had one hand on his shoulder, so that these people were together, but due to Dinesh's falling down, they could not maintain their balance, and they also fell down with him. They were hurt a lot, but there was no time for them to cry. Due to Dinesh's mistake, these people had fallen down. That's why Rahul angrily said, "Your mind is at the right place. Why aren't you doing well? Look, we also fell because of you." Hearing this, Dinesh said in surprise, "Believe me, I didn't do anything. Someone had read my leg down, and his hands were colder than ice." Hearing this, Raju nervously said, "It seems that girl has come here to kill us. Look, girl, whoever you are, forgive me. That was not my intention. I didn't even drink. These friends of mine forcibly made me drink that day, and after that, I did not know what I was doing. And the idea of kidnapping you was also of these people. It was not mine. So leave me. I will hand myself over to the law, but please let me go." Rahul angrily said, "What are you saying? You drink yourself, and now when death has come to our head, so you are putting all the blame on us." They were arguing when suddenly someone grabbed Raju's hair in the dark and forcibly dragged him inside a room below, and with this, the room was closed. During this time, the sounds of Raju's screams were continuously coming from the room. Hearing that voice, Dinesh and Rahul were very nervous. But during this time, Rahul said, "We have a good chance. By the time she kills it, we're out of here." Dinesh also liked this, and then at the same time, Rahul and Dinesh ran away from there. While running, Dinesh said, "What is the place where both of us are safe? Look, I think we should give ourselves over to the law. At least our lives will be saved." Hearing this, Rahul said, "Are you crazy? And then we'll be stuck for a long time. They do a different thing. Right now we go to the railway station and then take the train from there to another city. At least our lives will be saved. I don't think she will come to another city to kill us." Hearing this, Dinesh said, "But we were forbidden to leave the city." Hearing this, Rahul said, "Oh, leave this thing. There is a red blood of life here, and you are saying this. Let's leave the city right now. What will happen will be seen." On the other hand, Kamal and Salim were trying to come out of that place, but they couldn't. Then, during this time, Salim said, "See, we are dead, and for the time being, we are in our dead body. That is why if we cross this circle somehow, nothing will happen to us. At best, this body will be badly damaged." Hearing this, Kamal said, "Yes, you are right. So let's do one thing.
One of us will lie down on top of this sacred enclosure so that the other will step on it and go to the other side, and once it is crossed, the other will think of taking him out. Salim also got this right, and now Salim lay down with his torso outside that circle. During this time, he almost screamed, "Hurry up, we're both dead, but I don't know why I am suffering a lot because of being near this sacred thing." After this, Kamal did not lose much time and crossed that circle, and now Kamal had come out of there. Now he was thinking about how to bring Salim out. During all this, Salim was trembling badly, and then the next moment, the part of his body which was inside the sacred circle was cut and separated, and now his waist part was out of the circle, and the lower part of the waist was lying lifeless inside the circle. Seeing this, Kamal said in surprise, "Hey, what happened?" Then Salim said, "Whatever happened to him has happened. Now let's get out of here quickly." After this, Salim started walking on his hands and came out of the morgue home with Kamal. As soon as they came out of the morgue home, they got a sharp jolt and they came a little inward. Seeing this, Kamal said, "Whoever this is very clever. It has tried to keep us away from all this by doing all the planning. I don't know what we're going to do now." Karan was hiding somewhere near the morgue and was watching this scene with his own eyes. He was so scared that he didn't know if he would be able to do any post-mortem after all this.
After some time, Karan saw that a terrible smile had appeared on Kamal's face, and with this, two corpses came flying from the morgue and came and lay on top of those circles. And as soon as that happened, Kamal and Salim crossed that circle. Seeing this, Karan was very nervous, because when they did not have such power, they could have been so terrible, so now who knows how much destruction they will cause. Karan was watching this secretly from them, but maybe they knew that. That's why Kamal said, "Whoever you are who is helping that girl, remember, I will not leave you. I will give you death in the same way as I gave that girl." Karan was so scared of all this that as much as we cannot understand, Karan ran from there and sat directly with the guard of the hospital and started talking to them. Because of this, they did not come to Karan and went straight to where Kajal was teaching a lesson to the rest of her colleagues. On the other hand, Dinesh and Rahul were now preparing to flee to the station, but here he had no money in his pocket, and without money, no one was ready to sit him in his rickshaw. It was nighttime, so there were not many autos available at this time, and those who were walking a little were asking for a lot of money, and at the moment they did not even have 10 rupees in their pockets. During all this, an auto came in front of them and stopped. Rahul had not seen the auto driver, and without seeing him, he pleaded, "My mother is undergoing treatment in another city, so I want to get there as soon as possible. In a hurry, I forgot to bring the money. Please drop me off at the station." The auto driver signaled them to sit down, and after that, both of them happily sat inside the auto. Then after that, the auto started running at its own pace. After some time, they found that the auto was going towards a different forest from the city, and this was the same forest where these people had brutally killed Kajal. At first, they didn't pay attention because they were too scared, but then the next moment, when Rahul looked around, he whispered in Dinesh's ear, "Is there a way to the station from this side?" Hearing this, Dinesh said, "I don't know. I have never traveled by train. You may have to stay calm." Hearing this, Pankaj said, "Man, look carefully. This is the same place where we did the incident due to which we are running away like this, and this auto driver also did not say anything. Till now, I am a little suspicious. Get down here." Did Dinesh say that he has not gone mad? You will land in the middle of the forest like this. You are in danger here doing one more thing. Hearing this, Rahul irritably said, "Hey, when will the residential area come? It is a forest, and beyond it there is a dense forest. To go beyond here is to feast on death. We'll get out of here anyway." Dinesh also now started to get Rahul's words right, so he told the auto driver, "Brother, where are you taking us? From here the station is a short way." Hearing this, Kajal's voice came from the mouth of that auto driver. "Yes, from here there is no way to the station, but to death. Today your death is certain." Hearing this, Rahul and Dinesh were very nervous. Now they had come to know that these people had fallen into the trap of Kajal,
these people started crying and pleading in front of Kajal, but Kajal didn't say anything. Seeing all this, Rahul thought that somehow he would have to get out of that auto, and so he jumped out of that moving auto, and now there was only Dinesh with Kajal in that auto. Seeing all this, Dinesh also thought that he should also jump from that moving auto, but before that, Kajal stopped the auto. Seeing this, Dinesh also got down from the auto quickly and started running inside the forest, and now both Dinesh and Rahul were separated. Kajal also got down from the auto and started following Dinesh. Dinesh was shouting "Save, save" repeatedly while running, but there was no one around who could hear his screams and come there. On the other hand, Kamal and Salim were moving forward on that deserted road. During this time, Karan was also chasing both of them from a certain distance. Karan had an amulet around his neck which his mother had tied to him so that the evil forces would stay away from him, and because of this amulet, both of them could not harm Karan. They had reached the forest where Kajal, Rahul, and Dinesh were. They started moving rapidly inside that forest. At the same time, Karan was also going inside that forest. Now before they could move any further, they saw Rahul coming from the front. On seeing Rahul, Kamal said, "We told you that the girl has returned, but you did not believe us, and today we are not in this world because of you." Hearing this, Rahul was very nervous, because even though it was his friend, it was dead now, and if he didn't think of anything soon, then maybe these two would have taken him with them. That's why Rahul said, "Believe me, I didn't want anything like this to happen to you. You are a very good friend of mine. I will do as you say, but please save me." Then Kamal and Salim looked at each other, and then Salim said, "Okay, we'll save you, but after that, you will also have to go with us, because why should we all suffer for what we did together? We will teach that girl a lesson first, and then you too. But you are our friend, so we will give you a very easy death." And after this, Kandab and Salim pounced on Rahul like a hungry wolf. They strangled him, and at the same time, Rahul fell unconscious there. Here, Salim and Kandab thought it would die after some time because it had fainted. And not only this, Rahul's vocal cords were also broken, and after reaching their friend in this condition, both of them moved forward. They both started going towards the part of the forest where Kajal and Dinesh were staying. Dinesh was moving forward in that forest, screaming for help. If Kajal wanted, she could finish it soon, but seeing him torment like this made her feel very good, and so she wanted to kill him like this. Dinesh had been running like this for a long time, due to which his breath was also starting to get short, yet he was running for his life.
But after a few steps, it was no longer possible for him to escape. His body was leaving him, and that's why he fell to the ground right there. Kajal had come to him by now, and now Dinesh understood that it was impossible for her to escape. He joined hands, panting, and asked him to leave for the last time. Kajal does not come back from this apology, and after Kajal's departure, her family was so helpless. This Kajal knew very well. Kajal put her feet on Dinesh's neck and said in her terrible voice, "Brothels are built only for beasts like you. You could have gone there if you wanted, but why did you do all this to me? After doing this, it is not only my existence that has been erased. In fact, my family will also be in a lot of trouble. I was living here to help my father so that I could help my family members, but you guys have finished it all." Hearing this, Dinesh said, "If you say so, I will not even look at a girl after today. I won't even get married, and I will always take care of your family, but please leave me alone." He had just said that, then suddenly Kajal got a strong kick and Kajal fell away from him. When Kajal raised her eyes and looked at her, she found that Kamal and Salim were right in front of her. Dinesh was very happy to see them in this way, and he said, "Good friends, you guys have come. He has already killed Raju and Rahul has left me and fled. You guys came at the right time, otherwise it would have killed me." Hearing this, Salim said, "Rahul has not run away, but we have killed him. Isn't it that we are all friends and our friendship will continue even after death? If we all made a mistake together, why did we just die? Now that we die, we have become as powerful as this girl. So first we tell this girl and then we will come back to you again." Hearing this, Dinesh was very nervous. For him, it was a matter of a well on one side and a ditch on the other, because if this girl did not kill him, his friends would kill him, and now he was getting very angry with Rahul because this whole idea was his. During all this, Kajal got up from her place and said, "What will you guys do to me? If the girls were so strong, we wouldn't have killed you so mercilessly that night. By the way, it would be fun to torture you like this again." During all these things, Dinesh got up from his place and started running away from there. there. During this, Kamal said, "Do one thing, Salim, you look at it and I will see it." And after this, Salim started running after Dinesh rapidly. On the other hand, Kandam grabbed Kajal's hair and picked it up and hit it from the tree in front of her. All this went on for some time, and then after a while Kajal held her hands and smiled terribly and said, "Did you have the strength to kill me? Because I wanted you to not regret that you could not do anything before you died again." And after this, Kajal slapped him so hard that he flew and fell 2 feet behind him. On the other hand, Salim was running after Dinesh fast. Seeing Salim coming behind him like this, he was very nervous. The lower part of Salim's waist was also gone from above, because of which he looked quite terrible. During this, Dinesh ran away and said, "Forgive me, friend, but what is my fault in all this? I remember we had said in friendship that we will take all the troubles on each other, and today you are after my life. We've done a lot of good and bad things together, and you forgot our friendship so quickly." Now, before Salim says anything, Salim took a sharp leap and fell directly on top of Dinesh. Dinesh's stomach hair fell on the ground and Salim was on top of him. And during this time, Salim smiled horribly and said, "Where have I forgotten anything? My dear friend, I am playing our friendship. We were living together, and now even after killing you, we will be together." A large piece of meat had come into Salim's mouth. A fountain of blood had erupted from Dinesh's neck, wetting the surrounding ground. He was in a lot of pain, but Salim did not show mercy to her at all, and the next moment he started plucking the flesh from her back as well. On the other hand, Kamal was not able to compete with Kajal even if he wanted to. Seeing this, he was very surprised and he said, "You are also a soul and I am also a soul. We are both dead and confined to our own bodies, but how are you still more powerful than me? You're a woman." Seeing this, Kajal said, "I have reached this condition because of you, and while you were responsible for your own death, I am so powerful because of the excesses you treated me, whereas nothing like this happened to you. In fact, even after I died, I had to wander for justice. If I had got justice in a straightforward way today, I probably wouldn't have wandered like this. Now, just as my parents are yearning for their children, your parents will also yearn for their children." And after all this, Kajal put her hand in Kamal's mouth. By doing so, Kamal's eyes were torn, and in a short time his soul came out of his body and stood in front of Kajal. Kajal now threw Kamal's body away and said, "Now you are powerless again, and until your real time comes, you will continue to wander in the phantom vagina like this." Kamal could not say anything beyond this. At the same time, Kajal came running fast from there to the side where Salim was trying to kill Dinesh. Salim had bitten Dinesh like a wild animal, and seeing all this, Kajal said, "You have really done my work." And after this, Kajal put her hand in Salim's mouth and took out his life from his body, and with this, Salim's body fell there. Dinesh's condition was so bad that it was necessary to take him to the hospital as soon as possible. But Kajal neither harmed him nor asked him to take him to the hospital. Karan and Kajal came back to the morgue, and after coming there, Kajal told Karan that he could do her postmortem because now it was time for her to leave, and with this, her soul went from Kajal's body forever. The next day, Karan did the postmortem of Kajal's corpse and wrote the whole thing in the postmortem. The police did not let this go to the media, because of which this case could not become so big, but because Karan had written all the truth, he was transferred to another city. Karan gave Kajal's body to Kajal's father and said, "I promised you that I will do the exact postmortem of your daughter, which I have done. Now you can cremate it." Hearing this, Kajal's father said, "Thank you very much. You have done your job very well, but I don't think my daughter will get justice." Hearing this, Karan said, "Don't worry, maybe your daughter has got justice, because it was heard that out of those who did all this to your daughter, 4 have been killed, and the condition of the 4th is very bad. Even if he survives, he will live a very useless life for the rest of his life. Your daughter was very good, and I think she always cared more about you than herself. If you want to see him happy, then remove this sorrow from your heart." After this, Karan gave him his number and said that if he needs anything in the future, he can definitely call him. Friends, that night when Kamal strangled Rahul and made him unconscious, at that time he was alive and lying in the middle of the road, due to which when a truck came from there at night, he crushed it and drove away, due to which he died. On the other hand, Salim had torn Dinesh's entire body in such a way that a lot of meat had disappeared from his body, and not only this, the bodies of Kamal and Salim, 1000, were also lying near him. When Karan was asked about this, he clearly said that "I do not know anything about this," and later it was speculated that these 3 friends must have tried to revive both their friends, and for that they must have stolen the corpses from the morgue, and then something terrible must have happened to them. Karan still does a postmortem in a hospital, and he always tries to get justice for the dead, and during this time, sometimes very terrible accidents happen to him. Sometimes even the hands of a dead body move. This sometimes happens when the person is alive, which he reports to the doctor. Karan said he will keep doing this work, but he never wants to have the horrible experience he had in Kajal's case, nor does he want any girl to see this day. Look, if Karan had tried to get him justice through the law, he would never have got justice. Because you know the judicial system of our country very well, generations pass here. However, the rich and the spoiled rich do not receive any punishment no matter how big they commit. Because if you don't have money, you can do everything. Look, all that is to say is that money is not everything in life. Happiness is essential. A certain lump is nothing. Money is the most important thing. If you have money, you buy judges, you buy police, you buy courts, you buy the government. And this is what big industrialists and businessmen do today. You don't hear how a rich person drives too much on the roads and crushes anyone, and no one is able to harm their hair. And such a case also happened some time ago, that a rich spoiled prince had crushed many people on the road with one of his expensive cars. But now no one remembers anything. Everyone has forgotten that and can also make any girl a victim of their lust. So no one can harm them. Here it is only the soul that has to avenge its own brutality. Do you remember that Kolkata case? Forgot, right? That's what I reminded. Otherwise, it does not come in the news because everything is sold here. You know that when any news is written, it is first sold, then it is written. So you wouldn't have an idea of these things. Since we are involved in this matter, we are aware of the major scandals that have been committed by the top leaders of your country. But no one can do anything because money is everything. And if you also sit in your mind that money is everything and everything else is just a hypocrisy.
So friends, this was our story today. How did you like the story? Please do tell me by commenting in the comment box. And also, those who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourself and your family. I will meet you soon with a new story. Thank you.